In Providence's Little Italy, competition is fierce over who's got the best Italian cuisine. But at Pane Vino, the chef is cooking up a meatball that's ahead of the rest. Now that's a spicy meatball. Established in 2002, Pane Vino serves classic Neapolitan-style food with an updated twist.
What I love about coming here is they know you by your first name.
Great atmosphere, very welcoming. It's like coming home.
Crowd favorites include black squidding pasta with fresh native lobster and grilled pork porterhouse with caramelized apples and candied pancetta mashed potatoes.
I come to Pane Vino because when I want the best Italian food, this is where I find it time and time again.
How long do you need on table 3?
The mastermind behind these unique dishes is Chef Antonio Franco. Pane Vino. Did I pronounce it right?
Yes.
Means?
Bread and wine.
Beautiful. This place is packed.
Yes.
I don't even know if I'm gonna get a seat.
You might not.
What do I have to eat?
You want to try the ragu napolitano. It's got some Kobe beef meatballs, handmade sausage, a nice tagliatelle pasta, and a nice thick tomato ragu.
So you were taking traditional meatballs, stepping it up with Kobe.
Definitely. Taking it up a notch, a little bit more rich, a little more fat.
Let's go make some meatballs. Even the most inexperienced chefs can make spaghetti and meatballs. But what sets this plate apart is Antonio's attention to detail and his dedication to meat.
All right, we'll start with our Kobe beef.
Kobe beef.
Then we'll follow it with our ground chuck.
Kobe's got a lot of flavor. This may mellow it out a little bit.
Definitely, and it adds a contrast and flavor and texture.
Right.
Then we'll go with our breadcrumbs.
Breadcrumbs are gonna bind it.
Yes. For a little bit more fat, we add a little whole milk.
And that's also gonna mix in with the breadcrumbs. It's gonna mix in with the meat, keep them nice and juicy.
Correct.
Juicy meatballs.
We got some fresh grated pecorino romano. It's definitely gonna melt and it's gonna add a lot of flavor to the meatball itself.
Nice.
We have these farm fresh eggs.
Now we mix it.
Yes, we do. So you don't want to overmix them.
Never. That's why we're not using a machine, right?
Exactly.
Now I noticed we didn't put any salt or pepper in this.
No, the cheese actually has enough salt content in it.
Smart thinking. How do we
Yeah.
form these things?
We have our 2-ounce scoops. We're just gonna grab a little bit of the Kobe there. So you just wanna shift them around like this. A little finesse, there you go. Make a nice meatball, a little circus act. Perfect.
Before these bad boys even go into the sauce, Chef Antonio starts cooking up links of sweet Italian sausage in olive oil. Just set it right in there nice and careful.
We'll let this sausage cook up a little bit, let the fat render out of it, get all that flavor out of it.
It's gonna season the pan beautifully.
Season the pan. Smells nice though, doesn't it? Now we got them all crispy. Skin's nice and brown.
Beautiful.
We're gonna remove them. Now we're gonna start with our meatballs, one at a time. So now we got the flavor from the sausage in there as well.
It's like a convention of meatballs. It's very delicate.
It is delicate.
You gotta treat each one like they're your meatball baby.
Meatball babies.
And it may look like you're using a lot of oil, but this is gonna pick up all these flavors, and those meatballs are gonna soak it up a little bit.
Right.
Like a sponge.
That's it. Beautiful. In goes the pork butt, and we're gonna sear that off and let the fat come out of that as well.
More meat.
More meat.
So this isn't gonna go actually in the dish.
No.
It's just gonna give it more flavor.
That's it. We have California garlic.
You left it in whole.
Yes. Stays whole in the dish.
Oh, great.
It's a nice little surprise
Yeah,
throughout the
like
dish.
a big pocket of garlic.
Yeah. After this starts to toast a little bit, we're gonna add our tomato.
Okay.
Then we're gonna add our sausage, and then we're gonna add our meatballs back.
And they're all gonna cook in this one beautiful pan.
Just symphony.
It seeps into that tomato ragu that we're cooking.
Definitely. And it's that beefy, heavy flavor
Yes.
in the ragu.
All snuggling together, making each other taste better.
That's it.
I love it. Coming up, the sauce is simmering, the pasta's fresh, and I'm about to get my grub on.
How come you got 2 meatballs, we got 1?
Because I'm a meat guy.
Oh, all right, I got you.
Then I'm off to Miami, where a chef is killing it with their modern take on Italian wild boar. I'm going crazy. I'm going crazy. Meat and Potatoes is in Providence, Rhode Island. And we're at Pane Vino, where the chef has just showed me how to make his famous ragu sauce with Kobe meatballs. Oh, meatball! This sauce has about 5 hours of simmering to do. So Chef and I are moving on to fix a batch of his homemade tagliatelle noodles. Let's make these noodles.
Noodles.
Noodles?
Pasta.
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 Thank you.
So we have a quart of all-purpose flour, and then we'll go with 6 eggs. We'll crack them up. So we got a pinch of sea salt.
Just a pinch.
That's just a pinch. We have a little extra virgin olive oil, and then we're gonna put our cap on and start mixing. All right, so we're gonna let that mix thoroughly.
This is a clean way to do it.
It's clean, it's fast, it's easy. You see the balls start to form?
Yep.
Once that starts to form, then we got our pasta. Spread a little flour on the working surface, like so.
Dirty.
Get dirty. You still gotta knead it a little bit. All right, let's knead it up.
Use your palms.
Use your
Use
palms.
the muscles.
That's it.
All right.
There you go.
Work it. Knead it.
Beautiful. Nice method. Cut off a little piece of the dough like this. Then we're gonna turn our machine on.
That sounds turbocharged.
Yeah, that's it.
That's classic Italian right there.
That's it. It's made fresh daily.
God, this is beautiful.
All right, we're gonna go to our tagliatelle cut.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Now that is the beautiful blonde hair I wish I had. Look at that.
Yep.
Gorgeous. My hair's more of a ravioli style pasta.
Yeah, definitely. Nice ravioli.
Looking good, my friend.
That's it, bro.
Al dente.
Al dente. After it's boiled, we'll take a little bit of the ragu sauce. We'll toss it very briefly. Plate it in the middle of the plate. Place the meatballs on one side, the sausage on the other, and then a nice dollop of fresh ricotta.
I'm starving, man. This looks awesome. I'll be out there. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Are we all Italian here?
We are
Table?
all Italian.
I'm
Yes,
Sicilian. Can I sit?
absolutely.
All right. So we're all eating the same thing. This is where you go to get the best meatballs in town.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
How come you got 2 meatballs, we got 1?
Because I'm a meat guy.
Oh, all right, I got you.
I'm a meat guy. Let's try the sausage. It's got a crisp outside, nice and caramelized from searing it in the pan. Big, bold flavors. It's got great fennel flavor, and it's nice and juicy. It's not spicy, it's kind of sweet. Now that's a meatball. Searing it in the pan is key to lock in all those juices, and you get a nice little bite on the outside. And using Kobe in a meatball brings it up another level. Pretty fancy for a meatball. And the breadcrumbs, hold it together, but don't dry it out. It's got delicious ragu. The sausage that was seared in the oil, the pork butt that was seared in there, and the meatballs with the garlic and the tomato sauce makes an amazing ragu. Coats the noodles perfect. It goes excellent with the whole dish. And then homemade pasta, which I know a lot of people aren't doing. The ricotta cheese right on top gives a nice creamy balance. It's a perfect dish.
Reminds me of Sunday dinner at Grandma's house.
Now that's a meatball. Mwah!
Salud.
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 I feel like I'm in Italy. Get ready, Miami, because